We're looking live at a beautiful fly-in to Everbank Field in Jacksonville. But even if you closed your eyes, Brock, you'd still know exactly where you were by the rallying cry of the Jaguar faithful in the stands. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. One of the tight ends in motion left. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Throw reeled in by Thomas. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's Etienne on first down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Jaguar. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. All right, here we go. Second down. They go right back to Etienne. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 4 yards on the carry. Gets him some yards back, but still 3rd and 9 upcoming.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Wilson now from the gun. Austin's there to haul it in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Darnell Savage brings that to an end. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A tight end in motion now. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and that's a Steelers first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
First down, here's Russ. That's cut at the 4. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Ross off the play fake. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get the game's first points here in the second. Mike Williams, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Devin Duvernay to return it. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Lawrence working from the gun. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Jaguar first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down throw, Lawrence. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Complete. It's Ingram. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They bring Thomas in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got Washington, it's complete. And he gets this forward to the 19. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. So 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Cordero Patterson now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their 2nd drive. And they've got a little over 30 seconds to work with. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Wilson on 1st and 10. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Russ. That throw finds Pickens. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escapes the pocket. He'll step up, and there he goes. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st down, it's Wilson. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Rush coming for Wilson. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Dicker connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Jaguars going on offense one final time in the opening half. And they may not be able to take an ease safely this close to the goal line. Might need to run a play to end this half. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, snap and a quick kneel down, and the final few seconds are going to lapse here in our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Patterson now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. We'll see the Steeler offense first this half as they're headed out now. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Running it after the penalty. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Chad Muma there to bring him down. Only a yard there, so they'll be staring down 2nd and 14.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Russ now from the gun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Russ setting to throw. Gets this one to Harris.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Lawrence now off the play action. Rolling left, buying some time. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, Lawrence. It's taken in by Washington. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. ETN again. He's got a gain of 6 there. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop. That's going to be 6 on the run, so that brings up 3rd and right around 8. So we're through 3 here. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down too. Excellent work. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Get in the end zone.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. And they don't allow a lane to form. Defense taking care of that play near the line. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
They bring Thomas in motion. Back to throw it. This one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
After I'd imagine dozens and dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights. And of course, he wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Kickoff taken at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Everyone was set, and at the line, the quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, here's Russ. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Here he is to throw. Caught by Fryermuth. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Setting up to pass. Austin's there to haul it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Running behind center with Harris. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 34. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Harris once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And late in the 4th, they have grabbed a lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's a Jaguar 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. Back to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. To the sideline and intercepted. No, it's incomplete. He had the pick, just couldn't hang on, though. And this drive lives on to see 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he is to throw. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Steelers are winners as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.